Hey y'all. Uh Boy, we are running and the temperature done kicked up, but it was pouring last night. But anyway, Emoji Gang, hit me up. Hit me up, Emoji Gang. I'm about ready to take me a break here in a second. But this was in my mind, so I figure I better say it now because I will forget. If you ain't good at what you do, comment, share, subscribe. If you are good at what you do, or you're not as good as you profess, and you keep it up, some people right off the bat will let ain't real confrontational. Yeah, you got some confrontational people, but even some of the most confrontational people ain't full-blown confrontational. So they'll just blow you off. Especially if you have nothing to prove, no wares to prove the skill set that you're touting, okay? You keep it up, or you make it too bombastic, too over the top, somebody is going to expose you. You're going to, and it's going to happen when you least expect it. You're going to run into somebody that got they SHIT together that's in the same field that you are. Just like a guy that I just, me and another guy blew up that was trying to talk some artillery talk, and we asked him some of the most basic rudimentary artillery questions that you should be able to answer right off the top of your head. But when it takes you 2 minutes or a minute to answer a 5-second, dude, what's the base charge of white bag on 155 millimeter and 203 millimeter artillery pieces? The answer is base charge is 5 with additional charges of 6 and 7. Until you get to zone 8 white bag. Used to have a zone 7, but it's a zone 8 white bag. And then you also have a red bag, which is used for the rocket assisted projectiles. You see what I'm saying? So that's all that is. But you wow, something's going on here. Sorry about that. Somebody's going to expose you. Okay? Now, most of the time, people that's not looking for confrontation, before they just, throw you in, they will give you a chance to either redeem yourself or stop. Especially if they're an older person. They tend no crack at the young folks, but when I was younger, I would dust you off a little faster than I will now. And I ain't talking about physical confrontation, folks. So if you're one of them people, you can always tell when you run across somebody that really know, because they kind of like, and they'll give you a chance. If they give you an out, take it. Okay. If you really ain't all that you pumping out to be, pick up, a profession or a physical skill set, or you know what I'm saying, whatever like that. Now, if you do possess the skill set that you bumping your gums about, or the product, or whatever the heck the case may be, and you run across somebody that want to test your mettle, what you need to do is make another little shot in, kick it up a little bit to see if they still follow you. If they still follow you, just like like I just made the artillery reference. Like I was talking to the guy, and he is talking about white bag. When I say, all right, man, what's the base charge of powder charge of white bag for 155 millimeter and 203 millimeter howitzers? His answer, what he would have told me that he know what he's talking about, he should have said, You talk zone charge or standard charge? I would have just fist bumped my man, cause I don't expect him to know that, cause then I could kick it up. Well, there's two different zone charges. Then he was supposed to say, well, actually they used to be three. There was a one piece zone 7, then a zone 8, and zone red and the zone 8 red bag is totally different. I know there's no way that a layman, you see what I'm saying? I'm just using that as an example. Now, also, once you realize you done ran across somebody that don't want to take the out, just straighten them out. You ain't got to go ugly on them. If you ran across somebody that was talking it and then you kick them back a couple of times and you realize that they do know what they talking about, just keep that person in your, commit him or her to memory, because now you've met someone from the same field that you know. And like I say, I just used artillery just for, you medicine, or you're a techie. You get going, somebody trying to go back and forth with techie, or trying to talk camera talk with AM, or whatever trying to talk jipping people with janky contracts like Super Slot. Forget it, talk about it. All right, or talk about getting bad music, getting bad contracts with Super Slot, or medical nursing stuff with Carrie, or whatever the case may be. Hell, IMQ, and you want to talk to him about building websites, this different software, with WordPress or this, that, and other, and da-da-da-da-da, and he hits you a couple of times. You like, okay, he knows about building websites. That's what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm going to cut this off. Don't think that you're out here in this giant sea by yourself, is what I'm getting at. Don't tout it if you can't back it up. Don't tout it if you can't back it up. You can't back it up. Don't pump that mess. Just sit still, humble yourself, and go on down the road. Find somebody else to BS or buffalo, because I'm telling you, somebody out there, there's always somebody that's just laying in wait. They wasn't laying in wait to mess with you. A lot of people will get tired of somebody pumping that mess, or putting out bad foo-foo, and you'll get somebody that got they head and they behind wired together, and they will come take a giant poop on you in front of, for the whole world to see. All right. There's a whole bunch of sharks out here in this water. Okay. Most of the time you don't see them until they right up on you. They coming up on that rear flank, on that rear oblique, and by the time you see them, it's too late. You're shark food. Bye.